Hey guys, Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I'm working on my mass makes challenge. I'm doing Tina's 100 mass makes in 100 days, and I am on day 68. So I'm really excited. We're making headway and getting, I'm learning all kinds of things. How to make all kinds of things. I will probably at the end of this go back and pick my favorites, and there will be things that I will possibly, say, oh, these are some go-tos that I really want to have. Today we are making an envelope pocket. Now, we've made envelope pockets before. This isn't really anything new. I feel like today and tomorrow, 68 and 69 are almost like a two-parter, but not quite. We're going to be doing very similar things. It's almost the same thing, actually. But what you will need for both days is the same thing. You'll need envelopes, and you'll need stuff to cover your envelopes. This is going to be another one of those projects where we're covering the surfaces of the envelopes and creating pockets out of them. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to start with big envelopes. You can make these out of whatever size envelopes you want. It just depends on how big you want your pockets. So I'm going to set these off to the side, and we are going to start with, I'm actually going to save a few of these for tomorrow. I unpacked so we could do both days. And we're going to start with the idea of gluing the envelopes closed. So let's go through and glue. I'll get it. Just give me a second. All right, so let's go through and glue all of our envelopes closed. It does not really matter what kind of envelope you use for this, as far as like the triangle point or the straight point. It doesn't matter. So we're just going to do all of the envelope flaps. And again, just like with any of these other ones where we're making a pocket out of an envelope, try not to glue your envelope. You don't want to glue your envelope shut. So I'm just going along the edge where you would normally lick it and stick it, or peel it and stick it, or, whatever, depending on what kind of envelope you have. Okay. If we can get through these, then we will do some other sizes. I don't really want glue on that piece of paper. Get that out from under there. Okay, and I brought along some craft ones. These are Recollections envelopes. I got all these at Michael's when they were having one of those, buy one, get one, 40% off. I don't think Michael's actually puts anything on sale on its own until it goes into clearance. Or it's like the end of a season, like if it's season specific and it's at the end of the season, they'll do, 50% off all the Christmas stuff or whatever. But for the most part, I feel like during like if you go into Hobby Lobby, you'll have a week where all Paper Studio stuff is 40% off. It's not buy one, get one 40% off. It's 40% off. I feel like most of Michael's sales have become buy one, get ones. Which, I mean, it's still sale. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I'd rather just be able to get 40% off or something. Okay. All right, enough of that chatter. Put that back in there. And we have our envelopes. Okay, now, the next step, of course, is going to be to cut your envelope open. And you want to cut a good piece off of here. Depending on how tall you want your pocket to be, you may actually want to cut a really good piece off of here. These envelopes happen to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3/4. So these are actually, depending on the page, they're just going to fit. Okay. So these are wide pockets. I might not necessarily want them to be big pockets, in which case, I don't know. A lot of times I'm only like a 3 to 3.5 inch pocket person. So for these single ones, what we should be able to do is get, I'm actually going to get my cutter. You could probably get 2 pockets out of an envelope. So if I say I want this to go to 3.5, okay, and then I have a pocket, right? 3.5-inch pocket. And then I have this one. And I can make it a 3.5-inch pocket. And then I have this little strip. Now the strip I may hold on to because I may be able to use it in tomorrow's little craft projects. Do not throw any of your envelope scraps that you get today away. All right. So that's 2 that I've cut to 3.5. The other, you can make a tall pocket. I mean, maybe I make one 6.5 inches tall. Okay. Fold the strips. Make a big one. Maybe I make another one 6.5 inches tall. I don't mind that height. It's a nice big pocket. Okay. I think I'll make 2 3s and 2 6.5 inches out of the craft also. So we're going to go 6.5. These are the same size as the cream colored ones. Okay, and for this one, I'll cut it into 2 3.5-inch pockets. Oh, that's a 3.5. And that's a 3.5. And then we have that little strip. Okay, I'll hold on to all those. All right, now, you're probably going to think this is funny, but remember a while back when I was running my picker projects and all that, and I haven't figured out how my channel is going to go after I finish this 100 days challenge, but back when I was doing all of that, I did a calendar journal with you guys. I don't know if you remember that. Well, I have another one set up here. So I've got scrapbook paper to back calendar pages with. So I have these calendar pages. My thing about this particular calendar was this was a stack of calendars, like really thick stack of calendars. They were all Longaberger, from the Longaberger company, basket company. And I got the whole stack for 99 cents. Well, of course, I don't like all of the calendars. I was going to make a calendar journal out of this, but it's all just baskets. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to make a basket journal. I don't really have, that's not a topic I'm interested in making a journal out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the scrapbook paper to cover our pockets. We're going to make some, you know, relatively interesting pockets. Let's just do this. I like that. So what did I say these were? 5 3/4 by 6.5, right? So I'm going to cut this with my trimmer. Tina did her fancy little foldy where she takes the envelope and she folds the paper to fit inside the envelope where she wants it. And then she just cuts it like that. Yeah, every time I do that, it doesn't come out right. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to fumble around with this cutter a lot. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm thinking that what we'll end up doing is I'll leave the cutter out here so I don't have to keep opening and closing it. And I will what do you call it? I will 5 3/4 less 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to leave a little bit of a frame around. Okay. And then I'm going to do 6.5 less than 1/8 of an inch. I want it to be smaller than my pocket. There we go. There it fits. Okay. And then we're just going to glue this It's starting to do that thing again. My cutter is very temperamental. It has good days and bad days. Anybody else have cutters with a temperament? I'm just going to get this out. Let's see. So anyway, these are relatively simple. I mean, we're not doing anything extraordinary or out of the box, or it's just an envelope pocket. And I think that being that they are so simple, if you make a bunch of them and cover them with paper that you like, they're ready to be decorated to put in whatever journal you need to put them in. I probably shouldn't use this glue for this, but okay. Now we have to make sure we get it an even little frame all the way around. All right, and there we have it. And you've got a little pocket, okay? And because of the nature of these pockets, it's really easy to just take, it's big enough to warrant this. It's really easy to just take this and put yourself a little notch in here. It dropped down inside the pocket like that. Okay, and then you've got a pocket. It's a nice wide pocket. You don't have to worry about any of your sides being glued. It can be glued in your book as a tuck. Yeah, I mean, and you can basically use any size envelope for this. So, you know, whatever size pocket you need or want to make, or however big your journal is, you can find an envelope to fit. I mean, let's face it, there's plenty of envelopes out there. All right, so that's one basically done. See how simple these are? All right, let's see about covering the next one. All right, I'm going to hold on to the papers because I might use them. Which paper was this? No, I already have a cut piece of that if I want to use it. I have a piece that I cut. Actually, you know what? Do I have enough left on this side? Yeah, let's do a cream one with this. All right, let's make sure it's cut right. So we need it to be six and just shy of a half. So I'm actually going to cut the whole thing like that, just to make sure I have a straight here. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to do 5 3/4, just shy of the 3/4 mark. I don't know if you can see where I'm placing that, but this is my 3/4 mark, and I'm 1/8 of an inch shy. I love the fact that this thing has 8th marks. It even has 16th marks. I mean, so, yeah. No, don't pick it up. I'm just going to keep it there. All right, let's make sure we got the right fit. All right, we're looking good. And we're just going to put this one down. So I mentioned that we had gotten snow. I'm still filming on Monday. It's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. And it's also Inauguration Day. It all happened to kind of coincide this year. And so that's going on. I'm sure DC is packed right now. Anybody who's in the nation's capital. It's also freezing. But, you know, protesters and fans alike, I'm sure, will brave the weather. All right. Let me get my rag out. Oh, oh no. I curled it under. There we go. Fixed it. All right. And then we'll cut a notch in this one too, I think. So who all got snow? Who's having weather? Again, I dropped it down in the pocket. And then it landed in the... It's kind of funny. Okay, and then... Uh-oh. Oh, that was my finished one. I will say this. The craft paper pockets are definitely... I mean, the envelopes are definitely thicker and sturdier than the just regular paper ones. I'm just trying to... I'm kind of trying to use up the stuff that I pulled out of this thing. Since I'm not going to make this calendar, I'm kind of just trying to use this stuff up because it's out and it's loose. And it might be kind of nice to get it used. I wonder if I could put... Let's put this on a cream. I mean on a... Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, so I need 5 3/4, just shy of. Oops. Nope. There's barely enough room for me to do this. Okay. My scrap, so to speak. Just shy of 6.5. Should put all the scraps together over here so I can... I did it again. Somewhere I cut wrong? No, that's right. And I know I said I was going to put that on cream, but I decided I wanted it on craft. Actually, craft was what I was thinking the first time. I don't want to use this. It's too big of a surface for this little bitty nozzle. It's driving me crazy. This is good for small stuff. I'm going to get my big guy out. I think I was just trying not to make a mess, but, you know, I'm crafting. What's the fun in not making a mess? So I'm still waiting on my organizer thing. I feel like I just want to tell you what I ordered and then show you when I get it, but it's like, then I kind of don't. It's a very fickle decision-making process. Oh, did get some excess out that side. Not so much off this side. Okay. I like these. I do like to have a punch in them. Maybe we'll do one off to the side. I haven't done one off to the side. Yeah, that's cute too. Like that. All right. Over there. All right, and we got this other cream one to cover. And then we'll cover a little one. Should I use that? What else do I have left? Okay. So, just shy of 6.5. No, just shy of 5 3/4. Can't do 6.5 this way because of the fold. All right, and now just shy of 6.5. And of course, if you want, you can make your piece even smaller and have a wider frame. The other thing I could do is grab these guys. They're already cut to width, which means all I would have to do is cut them down to... That means I gotta go hunt for them, though, guys. So we're gonna make smalls and larges of the same pockets. So, ooh, I should be doing this on paper because this is definitely going to have glue too close to the edge. Especially down there at the bottom. I feel like I went way too close to the edge. My son is upstairs as we speak editing one of his videos that he's going to upload, and then I have to upload a video for Tuesday morning. I don't have... So like when I'm recording this, I'm recording for you right now. I'm recording day 68. And in old movie terms, what they used to say, in the can. So like, I think that was already recorded, not edited and stuff yet. I don't know. Not up on all the Hollywood lingo or the film editing lingo or whatever. But I have 66, 67, and now 68 recorded, and I haven't done any editing on any of them yet. And 66 is due to go up. I'm recording on Monday. It's due to go up Tuesday, so I have to go upstairs and take care of that. This one might not be cut to the right width. Miraculously, it is, though. Let's go ahead and cut this one. It's going to be 3 and just shy of a half. It might not be... Oh, let's do it Let's do it this way. That's 3 and a half, yeah. I don't like the one that's in the fold. It always messes me up. Messes with my head. Okay. Now this will go on here. Now before we put this on cream, so I'm going to put it on brown. I'm going to try to opposite them. So I might have to look to remind myself, but I'm going to try and put them on opposite envelopes. So my son is upstairs editing, and he wants to get one uploaded today. And I told him, I said, okay, fine, get yours exported and ready, and get uploading, because it's still, we have had remarkable improvements in our internet and our ability to upload videos, so we can get more than one video uploaded in a day. I just don't want to stay up too late. It still takes hours, though. So I just don't want to be up too late again. Because this week, with the weather being what it is, I'm getting up early to take my oldest to work because the weather is... I mean, he can't scooter in this weather. He has a little electric scooter that he takes to work. And he can't scooter in this weather. That's just not a good idea. Okay, the other one going on here, well, that'll make it easy because I gotta make sure I know which way to cut it. Okay, so... Yeah, so it goes this way. So 3 and just shy of a half. So I don't want to be up late waiting for the upload. And I mean, I could go to bed and just, you guys have seen where a couple of them have come out at like 10 in the morning instead of 6 in the morning. And that had to do with the fact that I got the upload started late and it just didn't make it by the time I went to bed. So I was like, well, just gonna have to wait till the morning to do it, and it uploaded overnight, and then by the time I got up it was done, so I just sent it out in the morning. When I remembered. I get up in the morning and I'm doing things, and sometimes I forget. And then I go, oh, I had a video going. And I wander over there and I hit the upload button, or I hit the whatever, make it public button. So, yeah. It's this way. This way. 3 and just shy of a half. So I just told him, I was like, well, get yours done and get it going so we can, because while I'm down here recording, I'm not upstairs editing. I told him, I said, I haven't even edited the video that has to go up tonight, but I do have to put one up tonight. And him and I are both, I mean, as much fun as I am having with this, the way it's packing everything in with the school and I made this comment before, I just picked the wrong time of year to do this. I told both my husband and my son, I said I should have done this in the summer when school wasn't a thing. That would be one thing off my plate. And, you know, I didn't have there was no reason for me to be, you know, distracted, or I should have done it in the summer. And I didn't. So, yeah. Silly me. This way. Okay. Just shy 3.5. So, yeah, I'm just making sure it fits. So, I will be... And actually what I'm planning on doing is hopefully going upstairs and editing, while his video is uploading, editing multiple videos. But again, as I've told you guys before, my Etsy shop, which I hope you guys will go visit. Anybody who's watching this video, go check it out. I've got some kits up. They are my older kits. I don't have anything new because I haven't had a chance. That's the other thing that I haven't had a chance to be able to do because of the timing of me deciding to work on this challenge. It was abysmal timing. I 100% take blame for that. Okay, we're done with that part. All right, let's get our pockets over here. Maybe we can decorate one or two of them. All right, so maybe we'll decorate a small and a big. See how it goes. I do have some cutoffs. I mean, some cutouts kind of from my Cozy Autumn Tea Kit, which actually have some of the colors. They're not totally cut out. As you can see, I would still have to do some cutting, but they kind of have some of the colors that are in here. Like, that looks really pretty on there, doesn't it? I'm liking it. They bury my scissors. Let me get a little pair for fussy cutting. So yeah, like this particular kit here, this is my Cozy Autumn Tea Kit. That's where these little pieces are from. I really liked the way it turned out. I was excited. I have a couple of spooky kits up there, and I know it's not spooky season anymore, so I'm just going to leave them up, though. I don't know, some people like Halloween so much it's an all-year-round thing for them, so who knows. And then I have my apple orchard kit, which when I first opened the shop, there was a bundle deal on the apple orchard kit. There still is. So if you go buy you can buy the bundle that comes with the tall narrow kit, the ephemera pack, and the landscape kit all in one. But I wasn't able to make a Christmas kit, and I want to make let me put this one here. Maybe. We'll see. I need something to go under this. I have all this lace out here from when we were doing the lace. The double lace belly bands. Yeah, I've got these pieces of lace. I have a tendency to grab pieces of lace that don't contrast the background, which I feel like this is what, yeah, see, like that contrasts the background. So you'd be better off putting something like that here. And then cutting things to go with that. Might actually need a bigger piece if I'm going to do that, though. For that pocket, because that pocket's taller. Maybe put this one here. I don't know. Maybe with a couple of ruffles in it. Not a lot, just a couple. What if I did like this? I'm going to do this and it's not going to work and I'm going to be upset. Concentrating on my ruffles, guys, can you tell? They're not actually turning out to be ruffles because they're glued together. But I think you kind of get the idea. Maybe I'll go like that and then go like this. Okay. And then maybe that can go on there. So, is anybody doing Valentine's journals? That was one of the things I wanted to do, was some sort of a romance kit. But again, I feel like I get them out, like I start too late. But I did tell my, I told my daughter, the one that you've seen on my videos if you've watched, I told her, I said, you should sit with me and help me with, like, because she does a lot of art. I said, you can help me with your creative eye. You can tell me what you think. Help me, you know, when I'm doing placement of items on a page or, you know, whatever. Or even just choosing the items to go on the page. Any of that kind of stuff. I said, you could sit with me at my desk and, you know, we could do the kits together. I haven't had her help me with one yet, but I was kind of hoping she would help me with I'm working on a winter one. Like winter forest or winter glade or winter, I don't know, something to that effect. Okay. All right. I'm not minding where this is going. Let me see about, I'm wondering if it needs another pop of like fibers and stuff and maybe a label to kind of tie everything together. What have I got in here for this one? Some of them she does in like off the wall, like she's hit them with a filter on her computer that makes them like, well, like that one, kind of negative, which is really cool. I don't mind that on there. Oops. Okay. I'm liking this layering of labels thing. I don't want to use the same lace. If I put something under there, I don't want it to be the same. So let's see if we can find... Oh, I was debating cutting one of these out, sticking it over here on these labels. I'm not sure if I like it with the... Ooh, maybe up there. I don't mind it up there. I might have to do something different down here. I do still want to put a piece of lace under there. What if I doubled it up? Stuck it right there like that. Or do I want something thicker like this? No. If I can get a hold of the label. I think I like this better. Alright, so I'm going to put a dollop of glue there because that's where the label is going to sit. Get the lace all down in the glue. And then when I put the label down, it'll help hold it. All right, let's pull all this stuff off here, and I'm going to ink things, and we're going to put stuff down. I'm hoping that, I'm hoping that I can get the other one decorated, but we have to see how it goes. Maybe I'll do 2 pieces of lace on the other one if I can have the other piece up there of this and make them similar. Because they're similar enough, and since I'm using them with the Cozy Autumn Tea ephemera, they're similar enough that they could go in the same journal. So I just want to maybe tie them together in case I want to use them that way. And then if I don't, it doesn't really matter, because if they're not in the same journal, who will know the difference? Okay. I decided not to do the cut away the handle and take out the white piece thing, just because I always seem to mess it up somehow. I'm kind of bad at cutting in small spaces like that, so whenever I try to do it, it ends up tearing something. Last time I tried to do it, I tore the handle off the teacup, and I had to glue it on separately. I had this little bitty teacup handle. I was trying to glue it on separately because you could tell that the piece was missing its cup handle. So, yeah, well, you know. Okay, so we're going to put these down with Fabri-Tac because they're going on lace. I'm going to get my little Fabri-Tac thing. Don't want to put that on my cutter. It already has issues. So I'm going to get this, at least this one decorated. I don't know that we'll get to the other one, but we're going to try. I can't make any promises, guys. And while I said I want to use the same laces, it's going to be kind of hard to get because remember, I put this behind that teapot on that pocket, and it wasn't quite the right thing. It didn't it didn't really work there because it was too light. Okay, so far so good. And these are just on copy paper because what I'm trying to do is use up my test prints that I did. And I printed them on just copy paper. So I feel like that makes good decorations for pockets just because it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the front of the pocket. Of course, I say that and then I go and add buttons and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I don't know if you want to pay any attention to me saying stuff about not adding bulk to the front of a pocket. Okay, and then we'll put this on. But even if we just get this one done, it's kind of nice to have, you know, the idea. So, what do we think? Can't decide if I should get a number label or like pearls or blingy things. But I feel like you could add some bling up here but on the lace maybe, or even over here in this little spot because you usually only do 3, so you could put it right there at the top of that. Unless you put a tiny number label there. I don't know. I keep saying I want to decorate the small one and I can't even get out of my own way on this one. So you could put a tiny number label here in this corner. And then put the bling I love to overlap my stuff. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. But when I'm putting stuff down, I like to look at how it would look if I overlapped it on stuff. I actually kind of like it here with the flower. Okay, I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to get some little okay, I got this. And I'm pretty sure it'll fit across here. Right here. Okay. Wow, guys, I really like how that turned out. Okay. I'm going to stop at 1 just because that one took me longer than I was expecting it to take me. But I do think it really turned out and the time was well spent. I like the way this I really like the way this looks. So we got several of these made. I have the one I was going to put the teapot on. So I've got 4 of the little guys and I've got 4 of the big guys, and we got 1 of the big guys decorated. So that's not too bad. Again, this project gets time consuming only because you've got to cut paper and cover envelopes. So it's a covering project again. I do like covering projects only because it allows you to use all kinds of stuff to decorate. So, I mean, you can cover anything. If you can figure out a way to use it in your journal and it just needs covering, you can cover anything. So, go ahead and give these a try. And remember, if you make these and you're following along with me and you want to make tomorrow's project, which is going to be another version of an envelope pocket, save these. That's all the hint you get, unless you go watch Tina's video. And as always, her playlist is down in my description box. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 69. Bye-bye, guys.